In the vast, untamed landscapes of our planet, life is a constant, unscripted drama. The rules are ancient and absolute, written not in ink but in tooth and claw. Beneath the beauty lies conflict, where titans clash and destinies pivot in a heartbeat. Today, cameras grant us a rare seat at the edge of the wild. Strategy, desperation, astonishing power, and surprising intelligence. Every advantage is exploited, every weakness punished. Prepare to be awed, and maybe a little unsettled. Here are 10 epic animal battles, caught on camera. Number 10 through 1. Each a window into nature's unforgiving calculus. Let us begin. Number 10. Lions versus Cape buffalo, a coordinated pride against a fortress of horn and muscle. The African buffalo, weighing nearly a ton, is not prey that submits easily. It is a famously aggressive and unpredictable force, responsible for more hunter deaths on the continent than any other large animal. To face one is to face a tank, to face a herd is to challenge a living wall, but the lions are a family of hunters, moving as one. Their strategy is born from generations of necessity. They test the herd, probing for weakness, looking for the young, the old, or the isolated. It's a high-risk calculation. A single kick can shatter bone, a horn can end a life. The first move, pure acceleration and intent. One lioness commits, drawing the herd's attention, a courageous gambit to create an opening for the others. The countercharge is not retreat, but an explosion of fury. The herd turns its formidable defense into a weapon, a unified front of muscle and horn that can trample any attacker. Claws scramble for purchase on thick hide, a desperate attempt to anchor and unbalance the immense power. The stakes are measured in breaths, in the straining of sinew. In this brutal ballet, only resolve decides the end. It is a contest of the pride's collective endurance against the individual's will to survive. This is not cruelty, it is necessity, etched into the very fabric of the savannah. Number 9. A migration meets a trap older than time. For millions of wildebeest, the river crossing is the most perilous leg of their epic journey. The water promises life on the other side, but it conceals a patient, ancient predator. The pressure from behind builds until panic breaks the dam. The water becomes chaos. The herd's only defense is its sheer numbers, a desperate hope that someone else will be the one taken. A primeval ambush lies inches below sight. The Nile crocodile, a relic from the age of dinosaurs, has waited for this moment. It detects the pressure waves of panicked hooves, a dinner bell that has rung for millennia. The attack is sudden, a blur of reptilian violence. Conical teeth are not for slicing, but for one purpose, to grip and hold with inescapable force. Then comes the death roll. Spin, unbalance, submerge. It is a technique perfected over millions of years, using the water itself as a weapon to disorient and drown its prey. The outcome is swift and final. The river takes its price as the journey goes on. For the survivors, there is no time to mourn. The instinct to move, to find fresh grazing, is all that matters. Number 8. The ocean's torpedo rises unseen. In the cold, nutrient-rich waters off South Africa, the great white shark is the apex predator. Its target, the Cape fur seal, a creature of immense agility. The hunt begins in the depths. Using the dark water for camouflage, the shark ascends from below, a shadowy form against the bright surface. Its electroreceptors sense the faint bioelectric fields of the seals above. This is precision stalking. The breach is an explosion of power, an impact designed to end the fight in a heartbeat. The shark hits its prey with the force of a freight train, launching both predator and prey into the air. But if the initial strike isn't fatal, the battle shifts. It becomes raw power versus desperate agility. The seal twists and turns, using its streamlined body to evade the shark's jaws. In these moments, seconds decide everything. Cold water, colder odds. The shark's stamina and power often outlast the seal's frantic escape. Number 7. The apex predator meets a smarter hierarchy. The great white is the undisputed king of its domain, until the true rulers of the ocean arrive. When orcas enter the hunting grounds, the shark becomes the hunted. This is not a fight of equals. It is a mismatch of intelligence. The orcapod communicates, using clicks and calls to coordinate a complex strategy. Communication becomes tactics. They don't rely on force alone, but on teamwork and angles. The pod works to herd the shark toward the surface, cutting off its access to the deep and limiting its mobility. Then comes the precise exploit. an orca will ram the shark from the side, flipping it onto its back. This induces tonic immobility, a temporary state of paralysis. Biology is turned against its owner. Helpless, the great white can only wait. This is definitive proof that intelligence reshapes the hierarchy of power. The orcas are after the shark's nutrient-rich liver, a surgical strike that leaves the rest of the carcass behind. In nature, the sharpest tool isn't always a tooth. Sometimes, it's the mind that wields it. Number 6. Mass versus momentum. Elephant against rhino. At the sun-scorched waterhole, two of Africa's titans meet. The African bush elephant, weighing up to 6 tons, is a living fortress of muscle and bone. Facing it, the white rhino, a 2-ton battering ram, whose horn is not just for show, but a formidable weapon. This isn't a fight for sport, it's a deadly serious negotiation over a life-sustaining resource. The air crackles with tension. The elephant's ears flare, a gesture of intimidation. The rhino lowers its head, scraping the dry earth. This is the final warning, or the opening bell. In this arena, territorial instinct refuses to yield. The rhino builds momentum, a blur of focused aggression. But the elephant is an immovable object, a wall of ancient strength. The collision is an impact that seems to shake the earth itself. A contest of brute force where tons of flesh and fury meet head-on. In most bouts, sheer mass wins the day. The rhino, powerful but outmatched, is forced to concede. The patriarch remains master of this domain, his victory a stark reminder that in the wild, size truly does matter. Number 5. Kodiak bear and bull moose, a clash of raw northern power. In the remote wilderness of Alaska, two giants are on a collision course. The Kodiak, the largest of all bears, can weigh over 1,500 pounds, driven by an insatiable hunger. Its opponent, the bull moose, is even heavier, a 1,600-pound behemoth armed with a sprawling rack of antlers that can span 6 feet. The bear's strategy is stealth first, then overwhelming force. It uses the river's edge as cover, a shadow moving with lethal intent. But the moose is no easy prey. It has survived by being constantly aware. For this herbivore king, vigilance is a heavy crown. The bear explodes from cover. The sprint meets the stand. It's a battle of predator and prey, where the lines are blurred by sheer size and strength. The moose uses its antlers as a defensive wall, while the bear strikes with claws that can tear through hide and muscle. Each strike is capable of breaking bone. For the bear, victory means calories essential for surviving the harsh winter. For the moose, victory means life itself. In this brutal calculus, survival means everything. Number 4. The sprinter pays a price for speed. On the savanna, the cheetah is the embodiment of acceleration, a marvel of biomechanics capable of hitting 70 miles per hour, but this specialization comes at a cost. Its lightweight frame, built for the chase, is no match for the brute force of its rival. Enter the hyena. Not fast, but built to outlast. With a bite force that can crush bone and stamina that seems endless, the hyena is the ultimate opportunist. After a grueling hunt, the cheetah is exhausted, its energy reserves depleted. This is the moment the hyenas have been waiting for. It's a battle of numbers and nerve against solitude and fatigue. The cheetah cannot afford a confrontation. Its slender legs are its livelihood. A single bite, a torn muscle, any injury would be a death sentence. And so, the painful choice is made. Survival over pride. The cheetah relinquishes its hard-won meal to live to hunt again. On the plains, speed may win the race, but it is often persistence that claims the prize. We arrive at our penultimate battle, a clash of domains, where the sky's most formidable hunter descends to challenge a master of the earth. This is a contest fought on the vertical plane, where a single mistake means a fall of 1,000 feet. Number 2, aerial mastery meets sinuous strength. From a mile high, the golden eagle's world is a map of opportunity. Its vision, up to 8 times sharper than our own, filters out the irrelevant, scanning for the subtle signature of life. That vision now narrows to a single moment, a flicker of movement on the rocks below. The decision is made. The eagle folds its wings, transforming from a soaring glider into a living projectile. It can reach speeds of over 150 miles per hour in its dive. In this controlled plummet, speed becomes precision. The target is a large snake, itself a lethal predator. The eagle's strategy is absolute: seize the head, crush the skull, and neutralize the fangs, if the grip is perfect. The talons, capable of exerting over 750 pounds of pressure per square inch, are its only weapon. but the snake is not a passive victim. It coils and strikes in the same instant the eagle arrives. The talons miss by inches, and the fight moves to free fall. Entangled, both hunter and prey are now prisoners of gravity. The eagle is a creature of the air, but the snake has now bound it to the earth. It must regain its footing, reassert its dominance, balance, power, and nerve, all measured against gravity and a coiling, constricting foe. For a heart-stopping second, the battle resets. The snake dangles, the eagle adjusts. The outcome hangs in the air, literally. And now, for our number 1 encounter, we descend into the ocean's twilight zone, a realm of crushing pressure and muted light. Here, an ancient apex predator, perfected by 400 million years of evolution, is about to learn a terrifying lesson. The familiar predator misjudges an alien mind, the giant Pacific octopus. It is not merely hiding, it is part of the reef. Its skin, a canvas of chromatophores and muscles, mirrors the texture and color of the rocks with impossible fidelity. Camouflage becomes revelation. Each of its arms contains its own cluster of neurons, allowing it to think, taste, and act independently. These are not just limbs, they are 8 engines of independent grip, each lined with suckers that can hold fast to any surface. The shark, sensing a meal, moves in, but the octopus does not flee. It lunges. The shark's primary weapons, momentum and bite, are suddenly irrelevant. The octopus has bypassed the teeth and gone for the gills. The underwater silence amplifies the reversal. The shark, a symbol of oceanic power, is now fighting for breath. The hunter has become the helpless. This is not a contest of brute force. The octopus is using the shark's own biology against it, cutting off its oxygen supply. Strategy suffocates strength. It is a chilling display of problem-solving under pressure. In the deep, where survival is a complex equation, intelligence is a weapon all its own. From the highest peaks to the deepest trenches, we have spanned savannas and seas to glimpse the wild's unvarnished truth. These moments are not anomalies, they are existence distilled. They are the brutal, elegant calculus of life. Strength, speed, intelligence, and the indomitable will to endure. These are the currencies of the natural world, spent in the pursuit of a single goal. Many paths to the same question, how to survive today. We must be careful not to impose our own narratives. This is not malice, it is necessity. It is not cruelty, it is the stark and simple reality of a world without compromise. To understand this is to understand something fundamental about our planet, and our place within it. This world is worth understanding and protecting. It is a world that demands our respect, and is worth witnessing with humble awe. The great drama continues every second of every day, whether there is a camera to capture it or not. 10 epic battles, 1 relentless planet. This is nature, in all its unforgiving and spectacular glory. A system of breathtaking complexity and profound, often brutal beauty. Thanks for watching. The stories of these animals are a reminder of the intricate web of life we all share. Stay curious, stay respectful, and let the wild speak.